Get my notes up. Fabulous. So here we are tonight, Wednesday night, on the midweek part of our journey. We've been journeying through the chakras. We're at the heart chakra. Earlier in the week, we explored the idea of community, looked at belonging, connection, and our place in the wider circles of life. And this evening, we're going to go just a little deeper. Because, because the heart chakra doesn't just help us understand where we belong, it also helps us understand what matters to us. And one of the easiest ways to discover what matters to us is to notice what affects us emotionally, what moves us, what inspires us, what frustrates us, what angers us, what saddens us, what breaks our heart. One good way that I was always told that was if you're looking for something that is your kind of more your true purpose, your calling, is look at what makes you cry in movies. Because everyone cries at different things in movies. And if you get an emotional response from a movie, then there's something in that emotional response that that gives you an insight into what matters to you, what principles in life, what things you hold dear. Um, Although I've seen some films where I've just cried because it's a terrible film and I wish I hadn't paid to go to the cinema. But but in general. So wherever we have a strong emotional response to something, there is often something underneath it that's worth paying attention to. Not because we're judging the emotion and saying it's wrong, because emotions are just emotions. Um, Not because we're saying something needs fixing, because emotions are just emotions, but because it may be trying to tell us something. It holds a lesson. So tonight we're going to deep dive into that. So have we all got our pens and paper ready? Good, good, good. And you think ahead to your favorite emoji so you can let me know when you've written stuff. So well, first of all, I want you to just take a nice deep breath in and then just breathe out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Breathing in and out. In and out. So the first part of this process is looking to find that thing that triggered our emotional response. So thinking back over the last week, maybe there's something in the news, something on social media, something when you've been out and about or in the workplace, something that's happening in your local community. Maybe it's something somebody said. Maybe it's something you've observed, something you've noticed. Just ask yourself, what stirred an emotional reaction in me? What stirred an emotional reaction in me? What caught my attention, frustrated me, saddened me, inspired me? We're not necessarily always looking at negative things. We can look at positive things. But what gave an emotional response? What made you think that's not right? Or, oh, that's amazing? Or that really matters? So just write down a few notes, just that situation as it comes to you. And then when you've got that, just let me know. And if nothing comes immediately, that's okay. Just make a few notes so you can think over it later on. Oh, it's a good thing I'm not allergic there, Anne. We've got Sally sending off a party popper. I'll just join in again. Fabulous. Got sunflower. Oh, I'm going for that one because I like that one. Fabulous. So everyone's got something, yeah? Wonderful. So, thinking about that situation, whatever it was that prompted that emotional response, when this happened, how did you react? Did you talk about it, keep it to yourself? Did it make you angry? Did it make you feel helpless, happy, hopeful, inspired? Did it sadden you? Just write down what that response was, what happened. And when you've done that, let me know. Sunflower. Thumbs up from Sally. Frogs from Sally. I didn't see if Anne sent something up. Did you send something up, Anne? Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice pink flower. Fabulous. So, looking beyond the event itself, how did it actually feel? Not what happened, not what somebody did, not what was said, just what was that emotion? Give it the name. Bit similar to the last question, but just focusing in on it a bit more. Was it sadness, frustration, fear, disappointment, hope, compassion, anger, helplessness, joy? Just write down the feeling. Oh, sunflower, quick off the mark there. I haven't got back from your notes. Some hands sending out the love. Sally's turned red. 99 red balloons. Look at that. Is that everyone? Yeah, good. No, I'm not interested in Warlock just yet. And if that feeling was a newspaper headline, what would that headline be? Once you've got your headline, just let me know. And sharing the love again. Mhm. Sunflower from Fiona. Oh, moons. Moons from Sally. Sally's thumbs up. Fabulous. So now, don't know if you've got your notes from Monday with you still. Yeah, that's all good. That makes this easy. If not, then you can always just, oh, fabulous. Always just look back later on and just um, go through this bit. So looking back over Monday's questions, just make a note of what you wrote about community. I'm just wondering, does this trigger connect to something I wrote about earlier in the week? The what does community mean to me? What role do I have? Does it connect to what do I want from my community? Does it connect to any of your answers? Doesn't need to be a direct connection. It can be an indirect connection that's related, a similar situation or something. Just write down anything you notice, um, and then let me know when you've done that. Sunflower. Shiny star things. Those ducks. They're ducks. There we go. Everyone got something? Do, do, do. Hey, there we go. Dogs up from Sally. Wonderful. So let's go a little deeper. Just ask yourself, why did this affect me? This affected me because, and just jot down an answer. Just remember, we're not, after those first responses, we're not pondering too deeply in that, trusting that the first things that come probably hold more insight than we realize. Oh, wow. That's cool. So Sally's just told me that tonight the traffic stopped to allow a mummy duck and three ducklings to cross Telford Way. Nice. Fiona's got hers jotted down. Everyone got something for that one? Yeah. Okie doke. So next, ask yourself, why is that important? That's important because, and just jot down a few responses. Sunflowers. Tulip. I think that's a tulip. They look like cocktails to me. That's, I have no idea what that symbol is. Oh, I'll send it off. Fabulous. So why is that important to me? And now what I want you to do is just keep asking yourself, why? Just keep following the thread, not analyzing, not forcing anything, just simply be curious. Continue until you reach a point where there isn't another answer. When you get to that point where there isn't another answer, the likelihood is you've arrived at either a belief, a value, a fear, a longing, or a truth. So just follow that thread. Keep asking yourself, why is that important? Because, until you run out, whatever's left will be a belief, a value, a fear, a longing, a truth. When you've done that, just let me know. Ladybird. That's cool. Rounds. Everyone got something? Yeah, cool. And you can always come back and think, you might kind of later on go, oh, actually, you might find more layers beneath it, and that's okay. Um, so once you've got stripped away all the becauses, all the whys, until you've got that one thing, what's this situation trying to teach me? What does this emotional reaction reveal about me, about what matters to me? What value is being highlighted? What am I being shown about myself? Just write down whatever comes. Sunflower again. Doo -doo. I like that one. Alan's found the piggy one. Oh, I've had that one before. We'll go that one. Just so as you know, when you do meditation later on. Fabulous. Everyone got something for that one? Good, good. So finally, if this situation, this trigger, oh, everyone uses that word. I'm not a big fan of that word, but it works. If this happens again, how would you like to respond? Just list 3 to 5 possible responses. They don't have to be perfect. They don't necessarily have to be spiritual. They just need to be conscious responses. 3 to 5 things that you could do differently. So if it's a situation where you'd like to feel different, maybe it was a bit of a negative situation, then 3 to 5 different responses that means that situation would feel better. If it was a positive thing in the first place, then it can be 3 to 5 things that you might do differently that really help you enjoy that moment even more. So once you've got a few things, just let me know. Wonderful. And again, if you can only get a couple, don't worry. You can always come back to it a bit later on, unless you're in full flow. Oh, musical notes. How wonderful. Hearts, man. And I'm going to send this one up because for the questions, finish line. Fabulous. I like that. I might have to use that again. It's so corny. Um, so the heart chakra often reveals itself through what moves us emotionally. The things that stir compassion, awaken sadness, things that inspire us and lift us, things that remind us what we care about. So rather than, as can be the temptation sometimes, especially if the less positive feeling things, to push those reactions away, if we start to become curious about them, because very often those things that break our heart, upset us or move us in some way, whether that's we know it does or whether sometimes it's unexpected, also points towards more often than not what matters most. And what matters most often tells us something important about who we are. So well done with the questions. Like I say, we're never going to ask those are literally just for you. It's a little journal for it whilst we're on this journey. You might want to go back and look at it and notice things within it, or do some more again in a bit, because obviously the videos will all be there to work through it all again. Or you might go back and think, oh, I don't feel like I did enough on me sacral chakra. And you might choose just to go back to those videos and do a bit more work there. Um, they're just going to be there as a tool that you can use once we've gone through them all the first time, which is really quite a useful thing. Um, so let's get into some meditation. Have a fidget, get comfortable. I know some of you like to move around and reposition and switch cameras off. You're ahead of me, look, everyone's doing it. Sally's going to start disappearing backwards. Zing. They're literally disappearing, in fact. Fabulous. So have a fidget, get comfortable. If you're watching this back later on, obviously don't ride bicycles, as we've already said. But also don't operate machinery or listen to this whilst you're driving, uh, because the deep, wonderful meditation and trance that you will go into is something you don't want to be in if you're having to be responsible for vehicles and things. So let's begin by taking 3 nice deep breaths in, and we're going to keep that circular breath that we've been doing, that in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and slow, no rush with it, just nice and connected, continuous breath. So we breathe in and then just allow the breath straight out again. But nice and slowly, because if we do it fast, then our heads will go floaty. So let's first of all take 3 deep breaths together. Bringing in, hold it, and breathe out. Breathing in, hold it, breathing out, breathing in, hold it, and breathe out. If you've not done so already, just allow your eyes to close just in the time you take to relax now. And just allow that breath in through the nose, slow and connected, continuous breath out through the mouth. And as you're breathing, sat or lying there listening to this, just allow your awareness to settle into the body. Feeling the breath moving through you. Steady, connected, present. And our meditation tonight is with the heart chakra, that center connected to love and compassion, belonging and community, connection, gratitude, and our relationship with the wider world. So as you're breathing in and out, relaxing with each breath, I wonder, do you relax more as you breathe in, or do you relax more as you breathe out? Just notice that now. Just bring your awareness down from your mind into the center of your chest, the heart center, the place where all connection begins. Just imagine a green, gentle light glowing there, however you do that. You might picture it, you might sense it, you might just think about a green light just glowing in the center of the chest, soft, comforting, and alive. And with every inhale, that light can grow brighter. And with every exhale, allow it to expand outwards. As you continue to breathe that green, wonderful light, expanding with every out-breath, begin to bring your awareness to the silver cord that we've been using from above your crown of your head, and allow it to move down through the crown, through the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, through the sacral chakra, through the root, down through the legs, through the feet, and deep down into the heart of the earth. Feel yourself grounded, connected, supported. You can begin to become aware that you are part of something larger than yourself. Now let's become aware of the three lines of energy that we've been using. That vertical line running from above the head, down through the body and into the earth. The horizontal line coming from the left, through on the left to the right, through the heart. And that third line of energy coming from behind you, through the spine, through the heart, and out into the future before you. And that point where they meet, there is a convergence point. The heart, the still point, the center. So now notice those lines extending beyond you, far beyond you, connecting to countless other convergence points, countless other hearts, other lives, a living matrix of connection, connecting each and every one of us. And just bring into your heart a feeling you wish to share. It may be compassion, kindness, peace, acceptance, love, gratitude, whatever feels right. Just bring that positive feeling into your heart and allow it to grow stronger, doubling in strength, tripling in strength, stronger still. Building up and allowing that feeling to just ripple out through that matrix, through those lines of energy, touching every heart convergence point, every life, every story, every person. Not changing them, not fixing them, simply sharing your unique energy. And allow that same energy to return back to you, flowing through the matrix, returning to you, amplified, supported, connected, and held. And as you continue to experience that, now beneath your feet, deep within the earth, just imagine that emerald green energy of the earth beginning to rise, moving up through the earth, through the feet, through the legs, up into the heart. At the same time, brilliant white light flowing down from above, through the crown, through the body, and into the heart. Earth below, sky above, meeting in the center of the heart. One rising, one descending, creating a living vortex within the heart. And so I invite you to just bring your awareness gently down, drawing it inward into the heart space itself. Into the heart space itself, where there's a doorway, the doorway of the heart. Step through the doorway of the heart into a familiar landscape within. Just take a moment or two to notice what is here, what feels familiar, what feels different. And from that place, we connect with the element of the heart chakra, the element of air. Feel the breath moving in and the breath moving out. Air connects everything. It moves freely. It carries life. It cannot be held. It cannot be owned. With every inhale, feel the air element awakening the heart chakra, opening space, creating movement, restoring flow. And imagine a gentle breeze just moving through the heart, clearing old heaviness, old grief, old protection, old walls. Begin to notice every breath opening the heart a little more. Every breath creating a little more room. And just ask yourself, where do I feel most connected in my life? Where do I feel disconnected? What communities nourish me? Where do I truly belong? Where do I hold myself back? Where do I keep the walls up? And what would happen if I trust life just a little more? Just simply notice the things that arise. No judgment, no fixing, just awareness. So now just allow that green light of the heart chakra to expand once again, expanding through the chest, through the body, through the energetic field that surrounds you. And quietly affirm, I am connected. I belong. I allow myself to give and receive. I choose connection over isolation. I allow my heart to remain open. I trust life. I trust myself. I am part of something larger than myself. And just spend some time here, breathing, feeling, allowing, resting in the green light of the heart chakra, allowing it to continue its work naturally within you. Just allowing that green energy of the chakra to flow and spin within you. That's right. And then slowly return back through that doorway of the heart, from the inner to the outer, emerging back, bringing with you all that you've gained in this session, bringing with you that sense of connection, a sense of belonging, of peace and calm. Just start to return back to this time, to this space. Become aware of the room around you, ground beneath you, ceiling above you. Tips of your fingers, tips of your toes, maybe give them a wiggle. And when you're fully back, you can open your eyes. Feel good.